Yeah! Yeah! Killing shit! Killing floor. Boom boom.
He's just psychopath.
Oh well. It's about time I met up with Emily. Those drops are going to harvest themselves. You'll turn into a stray. It doesn't matter.
The next one will be harder.
FDA.
The resupply pod open. Spin your dust and shut up. Never forget your elements.
Even within a dungeon, the disappear pig through a different room. You must have noticed there's only one type of monster in each floor. That's why.
Right, that makes sense.
Crazy. You're such a talented adventurer. And somehow still so much you don't know. Your personal psychiatrist. It's kind of funny. That is to say.
Thanks, Erza! Bye!
Not this again! Rio, die, you dumb jerk!
Ha 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 ha.
My latest hunch turns out to be true. This method should work. It's time. Same as before. I only have a split second before it disappears. If I can kill it before that moment passes... It worked! I opted outside its level, so that baddie should count as a stray!
Rio has acquired a freezing bullet.
Freezing bullet?
Keep his animal out of that.
I've outdone myself this time. There's so much potential for how I could use this new ammo! Emily, now! Just freeze our bullet and slam attack its face off. It's the common combo of gaming. It seems to work in this world too.
Hey, Luna! That was cool! What kind of ammo was that?
A freezing bullet. It turns whatever I shoot at into ice. It'll take some time to grind through though.
Is this some sort of prank? You're not this good.
True. That's why I'll stick with regular bullets unless it's an emergency. It's up to you to finish the job if I miss. Think you can handle that?
You can count on me.
You can count on me.
Looks like we dodged an epic downpour. Watch your step.
You be careful as well.
Deal.
Get up here already.
You're out of your mind.
Ah, it's my lucky day. Bring that cargo up here for me. This fool will pay you for the effort.
Upward.
What kind of cargo?
A Womble's got nothing on this
Maybe
business.
that thing way down there.
It's not an easy favor you're asking of us. If someone broke down, I could maybe pull it off.
Don't do it.
They got a little busy at the end.
It's been down there far too long.
It always does it during the weekends.
That thing's loaded with drops from some truly troublesome monsters. We must burn it all with matter while we can.
Not a chance.
What are you doing?
That perfume is worth a hefty fortune. Your tiny brain can't begin to fathom how many adventurers I had to hire to get my hands on that much of it.
You think I care about that? You're the one who dropped it in the first place. The rain made you lose your footing.
Well, guess what, fool? You're on fire!
This one very purple.
Guess I was too late.
What's that?
A monster called a feminine. It lacks a body. That's why it possesses humans. To propagate.
Disgusting! Try this instead.
Rock and roll, you won't be back.
Done and done.
Take him and run!
Whoa there! What do you think you are doing?
I have to stop this. If I don't, more feminine will keep spawning.
Lovely.
I'm going to go down there and let one possess me. Buy you some time. Go into town and come back with an army.
If we do, what will happen to you?
Nothing that I don't deserve. I was the escort for this mission. The responsibility is mine alone.
Uh-oh. You've really done it now. The client is utterly furious with you. Sorry. So sorry. Very sorry. Gotta start all over now, don't you? Say goodbye to sleep for a week. Have fun with that. Yes, sir. Man, I'd rather die than you.
Somebody's wearing their big boy pants today.
Screaming at me out the mouth. All I could think about was my own sorry self.
There's no telling you. You better run.
No, I'm going to stay and help. I'm different now. Better.
I'll never get used to this.
The whole reason I'm working hard to power up is for difficult times like these. Emily! Are you okay?
Practice makes perfect. You can count on me, Yoda.
Thank you.
Get those
Save
fire
us.
drinks ready.
Leveled up like crazy.
I sure did. I can feel myself getting stronger.
Many are incredibly powerful monsters. Quite a few in one go. I'm not surprised your level went up.
I couldn't have done it without you. It was such a very lucky day for me when we met, and I have a feeling it's gonna keep getting luckier.
Wrong about just one thing. I'm the one who's lucky.
Huh? You really think so? We feel the same.
Just hit the pod. You got it. There are plenty more squeaks where that came from.
Anyway, that one lady came around again. Big talker. I guess that she doesn't really do much of anything. She drives around. I'm assuming that's it.
Nice.
Anyway, she was talking. Like, she was just sitting around in the middle of the fucking entryway of the, what was it? The entryway of the car. Like, she's just sitting there like she didn't have a care in the fucking world.
This area remains mostly secure.
It's like, yeah, you definitely got a little bit of a privilege thing. You think that you're privileged. Because I never seen anyone stop right in the middle of a damn entryway, like a person was trying to get in. And she just sat there and didn't even move. I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit of an ignorant thing to do. I'm like, she's not a bad girl, not a bad little woman. But like, to me, that's just fucking ignorant in some senses. Like, I was just like, she was just sitting there, like a car got through and that, but like it was just, I just felt so fucking ignorant. I'm just like, dude, there's cars coming in. You can't just sit there in the middle. Like you could have parked somewhere and just chit chat with me. But it's like she talked so much about stuff and that, and like my boss and I was telling me about her, and I was like, yeah, she loves to talk. She'll talk your head off. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. She was talking a lot. And the thing is, it's just about, she talked about the same thing. I can tell that she's a little self-centered, because I don't think if you talk too much about, like, an event. Something happened yesterday, and, like, she was talking about it again. And she's trying to think that she's not a bad person because she called a bunch of Bosnian kids terrorists. I'm like, yeah, that was massively fucking ignorant to call them a bunch of terrorist bombers and that. Like, they weren't even alive when it happened. Most of these kids are 18, 19. They weren't even born yet. Like, I'm sorry, that's ignorant as fuck. You try to claim that you're not a bad person? Well, in some senses, you're worse than a bad person. You're a fucking naive dumbass. Like, how the hell are you thinking that you're not a bad person, that when all you do is sit there and just complain about everybody and bitch and moan and it like blows my mind. Like, I'm not a bad person, not a bad person, not a bad person. That makes you a bad person. Yeah, you're not a horrible person, but you know, knowing that you're massively judging someone because of a thing that happened, well, you're fucking dumb enough to realize that what happened was a fucking fluke to make us go to war. There's been enough evidence for the last 20 fucking years now that it was for YouTube standards, it's a huge possibility it was a setup from a government. Because our Constitution states that we can't go to war unless we have 75% of the population agreeing with it. Both the houses and the Senate have to agree on war. And like, it just blew my mind. I'm like, really? And like it was just so weird the way that she was just. I mean, that's the first time she came. The second time she came in, she kind of said the same thing. And I was just like, calling young adults, young Bosnian adults, terrorists is a fucking joke. Because they had nothing to do with half the shit that happens in our country. And to say that they bombed us a lot of crap and that when we blew up schools and buildings with children in it, claiming we're the good guys. There was a documentary of a guy that was an American teacher. He went to Iraq to teach children. He went, overseas to do that. He was in his hut and they were in his house, and a drone strike when Obama was in blew up the whole fucking damn school. They leveled the whole school and killed like hundreds of fucking kids in that. And they swiped underneath the fucking rug and they're all like, whoopsie poopsie, it's okay. Because no one doesn't care because it's Iraqi people and that. Well, yeah, exactly the point. So a lot of people don't give a fuck. That's the problem is. We don't secure anything. We destroy everything. That's why Trump is such a good candidate, period. He doesn't like war. That's the number one thing. War is stupid. War is nothing about profiteering of money. It's been like that for the last... since the Second World War, if not the first one. There's always so much complications with stuff in that, like she's an Orlean, I get it, but you'd think you would learn the actual truth before you start yapping your mouth off. Okay, I can't say she's a criminal person, no. Not at all. I can say she's she's an asshole, she's a bitch. Yeah, because of what she stated. And she's like, well, maybe I should have said that stuff. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be calling fucking children, basically young adults, that have nothing to do with any of this political bullshit.
Don't kill that guy.
No, it's just ignorant. The people I work with now, they're from Bosnia, from Albania and that. And like, they say, yeah, we always got called terrorists and like shit and that. You know what's so funny? The only ones that do it are the liberals. People that believe in God do not do these things. We don't do these. I don't do these things. But when I didn't push my faith as heavy as I do now, I was just like that. I would think I was more superior. I thought I was more superior. I never thought about how people want to like look at life and how people look at things. Well, that's what some people do. It's just like people that say they want to hate on cops. Why? Cops are highly fucking trained. And they have a lot of rules and regulations they have to abide by. So when people say, you know, I don't like the cops and that. Well, there's bad cops and that. Yeah, there's asshole cops. Yeah, there's some bad cops and that, of course. It always makes me upset when people do that stupid as shit.
It's the spot.
Yeah, it always makes me upset when people do this shit. Because to me, it's just ignorant as fuck. Like, nowadays, I want everyone to love each other. You know, I don't believe people should fucking hate each other at all. All this hatred just shows how fucking dumb people are, that they have no faith in humanity. They only care about, you know, people that act like them. Basically what it is, they only care about people of their own culture. Being dead serious. I'm not gonna lie, most of them are liberal-based people. They're the ones that talk about racism and that, but like, I don't care about racism. They're the ones that care about race. Why? Because they are racist. That's what a racist is. They only care about their own specific race. That's why they mock a lot of Middle Eastern people. They mock a lot of fucking people that are not full-on white European. They always did. And they try to play favorites with people and that. It becomes ridiculous. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't give a fuck at all about any of that.
You aren't ready for this, but here it comes anyway.
Who says you don't kill that? That'll keep me going.
Yeah, it just becomes really fucking ignorant. I'm just like, dude, what? Like, it drives you crazy. The reason why I bring up the whole, it's not even a political thing, it's a cult thing. It's a culture. The reason why they say, you know, they talk about, you know, them being political, it's not political at all, it's a culture. Liberal culture is like that. They tend to be thinking that they're more high and mighty than all other cultures, and most of them are fucking white. As long as you fall in line, they don't care. But conservative-based people don't care about that. They never did. Why? Because if you read the definition of a Republican or say conservative, they believe in God. They believe in, you know, humanity. The other way around, they don't believe in that shit. make up the rules. This is what a lot of them say over and over again. I talked to a couple of, they always say, no, the black culture is defenseless. They can't do anything on their own. We have to help them. Excuse me? I know a lot of rich-ass fucking black people. They live in my area. They're dealers, or they just work really fucking damn hard. So what the fuck does that say about you? You're weak in theory. You're the one that's weak because you're thinking that that's where their privilege comes in. That's why when people talk about white privilege, that's what they're talking about. They're not talking about conservative whites. They're talking about liberal whites. They're talking about the lib whites. They're the ones that talk about privilege. That's why being a liberal is pointless now. Like they're so far fucking left, and that's the reason why these problems are happening because they are so far left. Before they weren't like that. Before they were moderate-based people, Matt. Now, it's fucking horrible how they are. It's like, dude, how the hell are you that fucking stupid? To be treating people of a different color or a culture or a fucking race less superior than you? Funny thing is, that's how most of us are raised in public schools. Not even joking at all. Being that serious. That's why they always want to hit on slavery so damn hard. They don't hit on slavery because of the history, they hit on slavery because it's a sign of making, you know, a different culture other than the white Europeans less, to make you feel less of yourself. That was the whole point of the history books. But the history books are actually false because a lot of the history books came down to that there was a lot of good white slave owners that actually gave up their slaves when the war started to rev up in that to the North and say, be free. Why? Because they were great people. They chose a life that was best for the companions. They had companions. A lot of them had good housing. That some of the slave owners were actually really fucking good with their people. Now they fed them right. They let them breed and stuff, and they put a housing out for them and that, so they have more children. Now they did all kinds of things. Some of them got married and that. But then some of the slave owners were just crucifying them. They treat them like shit. That's the difference. This is the reason why having a good heart and believing in God is the best way we can sort anything out. Because most people that are liberals do not believe in God. Why? That's the way their culture is. They say, I believe in science. Well, where did all the science come from? It come from someone. Even scientists know God has created everything that we have. They even know that. They already know. They knew for a while now that the earth is flat. They already measured it out. They already know. They lied to us because they don't want us to know. Because that not means creation exists. That means that we all will love each other. That means that we won't be thinking that we're different, because we're not. So get your head out of your ass and really think. That's the reason why there is so much pain and suffering in our world. Yeah. Oh, this one does it too. Your kill, all that doesn't do shit. Your kills, I'd rather just do that.
That'll keep me going.
We'll switch over to another character. That's the whole point of it. Is why people get so upset because they want to accept it. They want to accept being a victim. They want to accept being racist, call it out of, or whatever the fuck they want to think it is. And other people don't think that. Of course not. Because we're not supposed to. Human beings are beautiful creatures. We're beautiful. We're beautiful like the God that created us. If you want to think otherwise, well, it's because you're a fucking idiot. That's why. You're just a barnyard fucking moron. And you think that way because you have nothing else that you can think about. I mean, there's no point lying about it anymore. It's just how it is. Every time I see anyone that, you know, I do a little prejudging by how people act, of course. Because I want to be safe with myself. If I see people, I think that, you know, that are fucking harmful in that, then obviously, yeah, if I feel that they're harmful, or if I have to keep my eye on that because of a certain way of they walk, or a certain way they do things and that, then I obviously keep my eye on them. But I'm not going to say instantly that they're going to do that. It's being a watchful eye. That's what a watchful eye is. You're watching out for something that could happen. Because the cultures are what changing everyone. Everyone said, I believe in God. Period. I believe in creation. And they pray to God for all the forgiveness of the world. Guess what would happen? The whole world would change dramatically. Purely asking for forgiveness and learning how to be a better human being is the guidance that God gives us. And a lot of it comes from the Bible. And a lot of it's pretty straightforward shit. Be a good person. You know, respect thy neighbor, respect thy wife, you know, respect thy children. Children respect thy, you know, father and their girlfriends and that. It all comes together. Well, anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta take a shit. Shooter doodle. Big huge nuts coming your way. Actually, I've already eaten the rest of my tacos. Just want to wait just a little bit, about 30-40 minutes, let my stomach digest the rest of the shit. Be right back. I get my Minos in it. I eat the rest of it. I'm crashing. Holy shitter macaronis, guys! Oh, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking sleepy. Go to bed like a fucking pro. Yee. ain't gonna lie. When you get into the routine of lifting, because I do, now I'm actually separating my workouts now from, I do pulls, do my back, I do my biceps, do my forearms and that, do fuck with the back. Then I do abs at the end or something like that. The next day I do my chest, I do my fucking, my shoulders, and then I do my trapezes, not trapezes, my triceps. Damn, I'm exhausted, baby. What are you looking at? It looks so fine. Yeah, another hot blonde girl came in today. She was basically the same looking as them. I don't know what's with the girls with the blonde hair. They're like German or like English or something like that. Mostly German and Irish, or just German. They got beautiful blonde hair. They always got the nice, cute little button nose. Gorgeous face. She was a very pretty woman. I think she just came from Hooters. It was like 6 or 7 o'clock. I guess she got off a little late. I can always tell when girls come from Hooters because they always have like big push-up bras and shit. None of the girls don't have really big boobs. I've noticed that a lot. Hooters don't have big hoops. But she was too short to reach the pay station because she went too far away. She was like hanging like a little bit outside the thing, so I walked up to her and I started busting out fucking laughing. Oh dang, you look too short for that, aren't you? I couldn't stop laughing because it was really funny. She was just so adorable. And like, I was like, you look like one of the girls I saw yesterday. It's like, no, I wasn't up here, and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, you just like similar because she had blonde hair, like you have blonde hair and that. They're both very attractive looking. Girls that always have boyfriends. Like, there's such beautiful women that they always have boyfriends. Like, they're always dating someone because they have to, because they're like, there's that kind of a girl. It's just like, once you establish yourself being really beautiful and that, you kind of just get mass attraction on you no matter what it is. You're always going to have guys hitting on you and flirting with you and shit, try their best to get you and shit.
We've got team of evil coming to play.
No, it's just very interesting. Because her car wasn't really that nice. I could tell that she wasn't really like... Like, her mom and dad didn't buy her a lot of shit that they probably did. Ah! Well, that's like what happens. Here's what the funny thing is about attraction. When you find someone you really like and that you fall in love with because they are attractive looking, their personality is really good and that, you'll do anything for them. You'll change for them. You'll become the best thing they want from, period. But when someone doesn't have that kind of attraction, that most times people only date specifically because of survival or because they're lonely. Or they want some emotional salvation bullshit. Most times people do not date just because they actually really do like a person. I mean, they have to. Well, yeah. But it doesn't mean that they will. Like, okay, a couple people that liked that, they liked me because I was attractive looking. Okay. Pretty boy, whatever the fuck it is. And like, can I say that I'm okay with that? Not really. I'm not really too gung-ho about that shit. Because that just means people just want to use you only for what you have and attraction. That's only the reason why these things do tend to happen. But people's like, oh, they pressure you to get married as fast as possible or get engaged with someone or be in a relationship with someone as fast as possible. People think that you can't wait. They think there's a time limit to everything. It's complete fucking bullshit. They're fucking lying to you. I'm 33 years old. I haven't found a woman yet, And yes, I do talk to a lot of good-looking chicks and that, but I don't feel like I'm just going to be in it for the looks. And that's what most people tend to do. I hear it all the time from younger people. Man, she's hot. Man, she's a good-looking woman. Yeah, she is hot, but so. I always want to say, I'll bang her. Would you bang her? Like, first things first, you have to get a woman in bed first to even talk about that. You just talking that because you don't know that. You don't understand it because you never done it before and you haven't gone through it before. Maybe mommy and daddy hasn't teach you anything before, the birds and the bees, and actually really engage you with it. For hence, why people do have issues with it, and they always seem to do that. When you don't know anything, you have experience, you get an older person that tells you exactly how that experience could possibly happen, you ignore it, right? That's what a lot of people do. That's what I did a little bit. Now that I'm older now, I don't ignore as much. I say, I want to have money because I know money is going to make me survive better. It's not going to make me more happier. It's going to make me feel more safe, bounded where I'm at. How much money do I need? I would say $300,000. $300,000 should be enough to be able to contain me in the state that I am now.
Nice.
I mean, that's not saying I'm going to get more. Of course, I'm still going to be working. Absolutely. But that would give me what I need 100%. If I do it right in that, I'd be making like $17,000 a year. First year will be a little difficult, but once I make that first dividend, the whole life changes. I make the second dividend, the third dividend, the fourth dividend. By the fifth or sixth dividend, I'm already going to have even more money in that, and then the money's just going to combine. Like right now, I have a mutual fund. Right now, I think it's like 20-something thousand. I haven't touched it yet. I'm not going to touch it because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm going to leave it in there. Probably leave it in for the end of this year and then see where it goes. I might add more to it. Probably not by this year, but at least, I might add a little bit to it this year. But once I can bump it up, You know, because I'm trying to run up, getting close to saving about $2,000. And once I, get close to, the $5,000 mark and that, or at $5,000, I'm going to put it in there. And all of a sudden, I'm going to have, what I'm going to have. And it's going to keep on growing. And that's the biggest thing. I don't care. I don't use that kind of money that. My money's very easy to use. As in, like, I don't care about it so much. People think, oh, that money, I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff. And you know why people do that? You know why you buy a bunch of shit? You're trying to look cool? You're trying to look like that you're something. I know I'm someone. I know I'm something. I got knowledge to fucking prove it. And other people don't. Well, that's your own stupidity. I'm a lifter now. I lift a lot of fucking damn weights. I'm pushing more weight and pulling more weight than I ever did my whole entire damn life. A lot of times I'm probably stronger than probably 95% of the people in South County just because, I lift. And it's only going to get, it's only going to get better. Because I already know by the standards that most people can't even bench over 200 pounds. Actually legitimately take 100 pounds in each hand and actually do something with it. I know I can. I've proved myself that I did it. One of the biggest things I have to work on is get my legs going. Well, that's a process that's going to take a little bit of time, but, it's not going to take much. So I'm trying to do it now. So there's multiple things I'm working on. I'm working on weightlifting. It's going to be my health. Working on my health. A little more muscle on that. Trying to lose the weight eventually. And worry about making money. I worry about doing what I can do for my job. Like, I learned something today. I learned how to do another thing for my job. So now my job, I become more reliable with that job. Is there a huge chance that I could be promoted? And I say, well, if I get promoted to assistant manager, because this girl that's coming in, I don't think she knows what I don't even know. That's like, I know how people lead, and when I watch people become managers, they're horrible fucking leaders. I watch people up at Denny's and they're horrible leaders. They have no idea how to get people going on that. They're just worried about their own damn selves and how they make their money net. They want to go, business is business, business is business, but the biggest thing is about business, you have to be able to choreograph good business. You can't just sit there and be like, I'm commander-in-chief. I would never use my power, because I have a lot of it to begin with, to persuade others. I just go with the flow. What it is, what it is. My kids at work and that. I call them lazy. Well, yeah, you're being fucking lazy today. So all these things develop your life. Every job that you have tries to develop you to get yourself to be a better job. Sometimes people work really shitty ass jobs like me and finally got a good job that is really fucking simple. It's a simple job. The community at the car wash, people are starting to notice me in that. People are starting to know me more. They're starting to understand me more. They're cool as fuck. I'm starting to get really close to some of the customers up there in that because they're just really cool people. And I really enjoy the people now. There's a lot of people there that give me, good confidence in that. They're super cool people in that. They're lovely, beautiful people. And honestly, I really enjoy them. They're fun, they're easygoing, they're cool. Even like people that I do work with, and a lot of them pretty laid back and cool in that. I tell my stories about what I did in that, and like sometimes a lot of people, you know, are pretty cool about it. These kids are pretty cool about it. They're gonna learn a lot from me. They can learn from their stupid ass fucking friends or their cousins. That most of them are just dumbasses, or they try to become something. You ain't gonna grasp anything unless you get on a massive high level of knowledge to actually understand how the world works.
So, think slow.
Once you understand, that's actually pretty fucking easy. Number one, think of real life like a leveling up game. You got strength, wisdom, intelligence, agility, stamina. That's how I think about it. So every time you level up from lifting weights or from gaining knowledge and from doing experience, which is normally wisdom is experience, and doing those stuff in that, you get stronger. So if you base yourself on that sort of reality in some way, you could say, okay, well, I need to have more knowledge in something. So, you know, you look at your wisdom, which is your experience. You're like, okay, I don't have a lot of experience with that, so now you have to learn. So now you have to increase your intelligence. And as you're learning, you slowly get more wiser as you go through the experiences. Okay, and then, you know, if it's something hard, so to speak, most likely you're always going to gain some sort of stamina. Most likely you just have to. And that's the reason why we have to constantly go through life like that. Most people plateau. They think they're already strong enough and they're still weak. They think they already got all the intelligence in the world, but they still have no fucking intelligence. Or wisdom's very low. Everything takes time. Experience doesn't get gained unless you do something. People are on their heads cut off, not knowing shit, and someone's trying to give you simple advice, like, hey, you know, and they're like, I don't care. I say, what do you care about? I care about having friends and having a car and having a bunch of dudes around you sucking your dick. Have a bunch of dudes around you. You have no girls around you. If you want girls, then you have a bunch of dudes. Okay, that's cool. You can have a bunch of guy friends. That I mean, hey guys. Thing is, if your guy friends ain't doing nothing of that sort, more or less likely they're gonna drag your ass out of it. If a really gorgeous woman asks you, I bet you half your fucking friends are gonna betray you and try to get that girl. Or people do like favors for people and that because they all do the whole victimizing thing. Stop it, stop being a fucking pussy and grow the hell up. I said out of concern.
Getting too good at this.
Yeah, it's a slow process too. Things don't happen that fast. That's why it takes time to mature as a man. You mature as anybody. Sometimes it happens quick. But if you can start early, like 13, 14, understand the concept of actual life, you'll be able to grow extremely fucking fast. And you'll be able to produce an enormous amount more, say more wealth, more strength, more knowledge, and more wisdom a lot faster
More my
because you have better levitations to be able to push you forward. It's the reason why parenting matters a lot. And when we don't have the good psychological things that we need to be able to grow our children and more or less our own personal minds, we tend to lose sight of a lot of different things. As we lose more sight, we tend to become more stupid. But you don't need to know a whole lot. You still need to know the basics of stuff, and you don't need to research and study a lot of crap in that. You just gotta understand, I gotta be healthy. How do I become healthy? First thing you ask, how do I become healthy? How do I become more intelligent? Well, intelligence is based upon actual truth. You go by actual faulty truth, which is, facts that could be made up of a situation that happened a while ago and that, but it's not the actual truth. It's like being healthy, there's just a truth way of being healthy. Having enough food in your body to be able to grow. To be able to build muscle. Have enough vitamins, the micronutrients, the micronutrients, the macronutrients, or whatever. Yeah, I think that's what. And you will be able to grow once you learn that. Now, how is that? You get bigger testosterone, which means you get bigger balls and that. You become more masculine. You have more pheromones, which women will fucking be diving in to give you mass amount of attention. Thing is, when you become that full-fledged man, you start working on that, your testosterone starts going up, your pheromones go up. When your pheromones going up, women don't care about the way you fucking look in the face. They're going to look at your body and that and be hung. They'll be like, oh wow, that's astounding. And the thing is, you're not going to treat them, like a simp girl. You're going to treat them like a fucking actual woman. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more in love. You're going to be like, she's going to want to be controlled by you to a certain extent. Evidently not mass controlling, but like a little bit of like, a leadership role control, which happens. You need that stuff in that. Because, just in case people know, most females are very emotional, so they have a little bit less logical means to them. I say that they normally do things on impulses, actually thinking about it, which is not always the truth about everyone, but it's the truth about most women. So you gotta learn this stuff. Every good man like myself is gonna tell you, hey, don't chase women, have women chase you. Like, how do women chase you? Well, women chase you by ignoring them. Now, too much ignorance is a bad thing? Obviously, yes. But when you give enough ignorance, what it does is it builds up emotional... It builds up emotional, like, hole in their brain. Like, they are holding on to that emotion until something happens with it, which is you. Because women know that. Women do it to guys. It's the whole practice of it. But when they figure out guys are always answering them that, they already know that guy's not meant to be with them. Because they call you a puss boy. I don't make up the rules. This is how biologically we're supposed to be. Man, my muscles are fucking killing me. I worked out my back yesterday. My God, that shit's starting to bother me a little bit. Oh man, muscle pains are where they're at. Cool, I got a bunch of likes. But yeah, that's how it is. That's why we all have to grow together now. So we want to learn from a woman's perspective on that. Women don't have to do as much. Like, if you're in good shape, if you're skinny in that, you could have the luxury of having good genetics where you have, like, a big butt or, like, big boobs, for instance. That is not a luxury, you can't, like... you can't say, you know, that you could produce that. So it's nearly impossible unless you get surgery done or you get injections or whatever it is.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back.
And some women do. All these model-looking women, they get injected boobs. They shoot hormones in their tits and makes their tits bigger. Yeah.
Gotcha, beastie. What the hell with all of
So I know a lot of girls really complain about that shit. Girls with small boobs always seem to complain about girls with big boobs all the damn time. It's actually quite funny now because girls with actually a smaller rack, they have a little bit more of a petite, you know, look to them. Now, obviously, it doesn't happen with all people. This is always a percentage of chance that this stuff happens. That's why we can't always aim for the things we aim for. That.
Is this some sort of
So to say, like specific things that certain people like. I'd say that one girl from Taco Bell. Honestly, I think she was the most pretty. You know, more prettier than some of the girls that I actually talked to. Not, I ain't gonna lie, talked to a lot of gorgeous ass women, like gorgeous women, like bombshells. Even at Hooters, that I always talk to bombshell girls. And that it was actually quite funny in that. That one of them there was
They've got to walk and stop somewhere.
had a bad thing against me because we had the same name as I had the same name as her ex. So what the fuck's my name have to do with it? Well, it reminds me of your ex. Yeah, because you're still holding on to your fucking ex. She just told me, like, every time I drive on the highway, he drives the opposite way. I bet that motherfucker's not giving a fuck about you, but you're thinking about him. Why? That's the reason why. Women don't let go of their exes. The first guy they do stuff with, and they break up with them for whatever reason it might be, they will always be emotionally attached to them. That is the worst fucking thing to date. To date someone that is still liking someone else. If anyone came back in my life, and that's just to say, and I was with a woman that, my woman would be my 100% work. She would be everything to me. I would want that respect back. 100%. But the secret is, I want a woman. I don't need a woman, I want a woman. That's what there's always a difference. Most women don't want men, they get, well, most women don't need men, they want men. In some ways they do need them. But it's a take and give kind of thing. Ooh, I'm getting tired as fuck. Holy fucking shit, macaroni. Man. So we have to be really careful now. So we need to do natural selection love. What I mean by that, we need to do an actual natural thing. So we let our hearts decide who we should be with. Not our emotions. We can like someone that, and obviously you can like someone, but you have to like them for lots of different things. And yes, in high school that happens a lot. I have a lot with me in that. It's the best thing to do is wait. Yes, people can find their high school sweetheart and all that bullshit and that. Yeah, but not everyone's gonna get what they want. Holy fucking shit. Oh. Man, I gotta get some water. Woo, Oh. Full. Oh, fuck, that felt so good. Oh, popped the fuck out of my hips. Oh, that was a good feeling. Oh, so I went to the chiropractor, he fucking popped my hips and fucking loud as fuck. It was like, I'm like, ah! That shit was just so jammed. But when you pop it yourself, and that's a bit different. It doesn't pop fucking hard like that. What are you doing in there? Okay, we get done with these last 2 rounds. We'll get the boss round in. Actually, I'll get for level 20. Drax hit does critical, increases reaction stun, stun, and knockback power by 50%. That's actually really fucking good.
little down.
You don't have enough money to live.
Bit of ammo.
I'm already passed out. Took a lot of vitamins and that. Took a vitamin B. I like taking my vitamin B after I eat a lot of food and that, so it transfers energy really well. Because I gotta recover my body.
It was hard to steal these.
Gotta recover these muscles, baby. This weapon's okay.
Here's some ammo.
Wave 15.
Holds a lot of ammo though.
You people disgust
I think after the first month or two cycle, you actually keep up with your lifting and that, and keep up with your protein and shit, whatever you gotta do.
Enough of these little attacks. Here is something more to think about.
I got this boy, don't you worry. He's looking at me.
And you damn well move here. Time to die already. I will
Think yourself. You're not. You're a bug. Prepare to be squashed.
Okay, I'm getting off. Oh, thanks for liking that. I'll link it to any of this stuff tomorrow. I hope, because I'm fucking exhausted. Got another subscriber. Thanks for the subscription. I love that stuff, guys. You guys keep it going. I will be playing a lot of Killing Floor. I'll be going back and forth between Killing Floor and that Shining Refrain. I'm fucking tired. I'm really exhausted. Okay, we're almost at 310. Let's keep this shit rolling. Let's get up to 400. So my algorithm can change, so YouTube can start sucking my balls some more, because YouTube don't like when I talk about things that actually mean something. I get the whole thing when I talk about trans and that. People get a little frustrated about that because it's the way schools are teaching you guys and that. I'll tell you what, act of your own choice. That's it. I really don't care. I talk about to help people to understand that there is, with anything of a change, there's always some type of sacrifice with that change. It doesn't matter if it's a gender thing, or it doesn't matter if you stop having friends. There's always some type of bad thing that could happen. I don't have a lot of friends. Actual friends. It hurt at first. But that's what your subconscious is. Things on your subconscious, they eventually fade away. You might remember it, but you'll remember in a very unfeeling way. It's just a memory. It's not an actual emotional outcome. So it goes through your emotions first. Your emotions attached to something. Your lobes of your brain collect all that emotional rebound that you get anxiety, you get grief, or you become happy, you become mad, you stay positive, you become negative. And eventually, after the anxiety, now your brain puts it in a subconscious mode where you stop putting emotions to it. You'll think about it, but your emotions growing, but you become more disciplined with that emotion. So I was a lover. I fell in love with a lot of people in that, and women have told me that I was a nice guy. Then again, sometimes, I was weird because I didn't have any confidence with me. But now that I have confidence, and I get really attracted to women, like this one, that one older girl I was talking about that has a business and that, she comes running around like she's the actual natural redhead. She called me cute. She's like, you are really cute in that. So it's I heard enough to be able to understand that, hey, I'm lucky to have these looks, but I'm also unlucky, see what I mean? That there's a good thing with having something. That's the change. Being attractive is a change, as in not many people are going to have that. Let's say if I'm in a higher percentile of most males to have the sort of face structure that I have, more or less likely, I'm going to be more dominant base male, that more women are going to attract to me because I have a better structured face. My face has more of a beauty structure. And that's when, you know, if I get a better looking body in that, I start to really like get into bulking out in that, guess what? Face is going to change even more. You already see I got like you can see like all the big ass tendons and see all that stuff in my neck and that. My neck's getting bigger now, so once that gets, you know, I start to get bigger now, more less likely, especially the slimming down. Once I drop my first like 25 or so pounds, it's gonna be a dramatic change. You're gonna see a huge change with me, and like my face structure's gonna get tighter. See how fucking long my fucking jaw is? A very long, thick fucking jaw. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. High cheekbones. It always pulls people in. And like, that's all it is. So here's why we have to focus on that. You know, like, we have to understand more and more and more how these things work. Like, the one girl I saw today had the same jaw structure as me. Her jaw was a little bit thicker than that, and she was a gorgeous woman. Me and her actually looked kind of identical. She was shorter than me in that, but like the face structure was kind of similar. And she was gorgeous. She's a very beautiful girl in that. I mean, obviously she had makeup on that, and I don't, you know, like, no, not makeup, but at the end of the final ending, we were both beautiful people. Could we get together? I guess, but would I give a fuck? I got things I have to do first. You know, women can wait, because I got way too much crap to do to deal with the girlfriend and blowing all my money and doing all crap, which ain't gonna happen, because normally it's the opposite. Normally women want to buy shit from me. Anyway, I'm getting the fuck off from that. There's always more to learn that. You guys want to learn more, comment below about any questions. Make the questions based upon certain things I actually do talk about, not just stupid ass shit. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.